Welcome to the video. This video is a part 3 video in a series that we're learning how to create a backend application API using the n8n.io platform. So let's get started by signing in. We're going to open my workspace. We're going to go ahead and go into the to-do app workflow. All right, so the first video we learned how to create an add to do for the add to do workflow for our application. It does save the results in a Google spreadsheet. And in this, and in the previous video, actually, we did the update. So in this video, we're going to do the delete, and then we're going to go ahead and take the API live. So to get started, we need our webhook. So let's go ahead and search for webhook. Click that. We'll change the HTTP method to delete. We'll get rid of this and then change the path to delete. We're going to copy our URL. We're going to go to Postman, and we're going to create a new request. We're going to change this to delete and to do. We want to change the get to delete. We're going to paste our URL there. Next, we're going to click on body. We're going to choose raw, and then we're going to make sure that JSON is selected. We'll go ahead and type our JSON. The only thing we need for this is the ID. So we're just going to just select 2 for whatever reason. And we'll go ahead and save our data, our work there, and we'll come back to n8n. We're going to go back to Canvas. We're going to clean this up. Bring this down here, and we'll go ahead and add a new node here. So we're going to search for set or edit fields. We'll select that. Okay, we'll go ahead and select this. We will change this to an expression. We'll say ID, and we'll just go ahead and type an equal sign. We'll add our JSON here. So JSON, and then we'll just go makes it a little easier. Body, and then we'll go ID. Okay, that looks good. We're going to go ahead and save that and go back to, or let it save and go back to our canvas. Next, we need a code node. So go ahead and search for code. We'll choose the code. And I have generated a prompt that we'll use. And let's go ahead and actually, one thing I want to do real quick before I do that is we want to rename this. So let's go to rename, and we'll just call it set delete field. Okay, so that's renamed. Now let's go back into our code now. And we're going to go to Ask AI, and we got our prompt here, and can't use that until we send data. So let's go back to Postman, or actually we need to get that going. Go back to Postman. Let's go ahead and send that. Looks good. Let's go into our code here. All right. Let's go back to Ask AI. We're going to generate code. We'll go ahead and click test. All right. Looks good. Now let's go back to our canvas. So we'll go ahead and click the plus sign. Next, we need a Google spreadsheet. So we'll type sheets, and we'll go down to get row. And let's see, we're going to choose our to-do list, and we're going to choose the tab. Very good. We're going to add a filter. We will choose ID. Let's just drag our data over here. Very good. Okay. Very good. So what we're doing here is we're going and we're getting the ID. We're getting the row by the ID, and then what we're looking for is that row number. Okay. So in this next, let's go back to the canvas. We're going to create a new node here, and then we're going to go to Sheets again. But this time we are looking for the delete sheet. Okay. Oh, not delete sheet, delete row. Okay, so let's go ahead and choose our spreadsheet again, choose our tab. Okay, so now this time, let's see, we want to, instead of, let's see, we're going to delete the row. Instead of by the number, we're going to change this to an expression. Get rid of this, and let's bring in our row number here. Okay, so that's what we want to use to delete our row number. So that looks good. And if we go to our spreadsheet, we got row item 2. That's what we're deleting here, is the item 2, which if we count down is row 3. Okay, so we know that now. If we test this, we got success. We come back over here, and our to-do, our number 2 to-do is gone now. So that is working correctly. Let's go ahead and go back to Canvas. We're going to go ahead and save our work. And then we're going to go ahead and click inactive. We're going to click this toggle to make it active. And then we are going to say your trigger will now fire production. So we'll go ahead and got it. And now we're live. Now there's one thing we have to do different. So if we go back to our to do here, and one thing we're going to have to do is all of our URLs have test, and we just need to remove the test from these now. So we remove test. And I'm going to change this to 3. We'll click Save. And we'll go back and we see our spreadsheet. We see 3 is there. So let's test that out. So now that test is gone and we click Submit, we got the workflow started. Everything's all check boxes. We come back here and 3 is gone now. So if we go back to our Add to Do, now we can remove test here. Okay, and then we can add 3 again. We click Submit. Workflow is started. Looks good. And then to do 3 has appeared now. So that's good. Everything's working. And in the next video, we're going to build a front-end GUI, a user interface, to interact with this. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.